All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs. It is Saturday morning, and we are down in the wood shop, going to the next level with our Dragon bandsaw box. Just had a subscriber comment on the idea that they didn't have the patience to try to go to this level, cutting out the dragons. You know, a dragon. I couldn't agree with them more. When I first started cutting out bandsaw boxes, I was just looking around for a real simple example. They're over there, but before you know it, you're gonna get to the level where you're cutting things out like this. Really, the key for me, anyways, is just to slow down. So let's go to the next level here. What do we got to do? These are the drawers, and I need to make them drawers. At the moment, they're just solid pieces of stock. And so one of the very first things you do when you're making the drawers is you're going to cut the back and the fronts off. If you don't do that, well, then you messed up. I've done plenty of that, especially when I'm in a hurry. I really can't stress enough on not being in a hurry when you're in the wood shop. So this is easy enough to do. You can just freehand draw a line. And again, I call this a suggestion. You don't have to follow this line, but it's good to have something there so that you can, follow something, but it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so let's set this aside. Hopefully I have everything ready to go for you. Well, it is a good idea to unplug your tools when they're not in operation. So let's go ahead and plug that in. I'll be right back. All right. So this will be pretty quick, actually. What's going to take the longest is all the sanding that I'm going to have to do. All right. That was the easy part, right? So set those pieces aside. Now, actually, we have to put them back because I need to make sure that I get an idea of the orientation of the drawer. Okay. Let's see here. Probably goes like this. There we go. That's one. Because now what I have to do is figure out, well, the grain in this wood is just gorgeous, by the way. I have to figure out that's the top because I have to, so what we'll do, we'll drop the fronts so we can see these part here. Then what we're going to do is freehand draw. I'm questioning if that is even in right. That looks better. Okay. So because of this odd shape, you're going to want to put it back in and then just sort of draw the top of it. And then go around like this. Okay, so this is the top. And as a little bit of a reminder, put an arrow if you need to. I'm going to go in this direction, and I'm basically just going to scoop this out. Okay, so I can erase this part here. This is such an interesting, odd shape for me that I find putting these little helpers in there useful. All right, repeat the process. We're just going to, I'm trying not to get in your way here. Draw a simple line where we're going to be cutting out. And again, this is just a good suggestion, right? Of what you're going to do. All right, so let's scoop those out now. And you're going to want to take your time on this and be careful. Just take your time, especially with this one here, because he's real narrow, right? And you don't want to have any mistakes, any accidents. So what you want to do is do a dry run. I'm going to enter in this side, and I'm going to just scoop around, okay? I think I'm going to raise this up higher so I have a little more room, okay? I don't recommend this operation if you're just beginning on the bandsaw because, well, it can be quite dangerous. You want to be able to feel safe. Now, what I'm going to do, by experience, I know what was just about to happen. It wasn't going to let me make that turn, okay? So I'm going to try to back it off, which can be very tricky. This is such thin wood that it's such thin wood that it's not allowing I could break this easily, but this here, if I had this other bit on, which I didn't take the time to put on, hopefully I'm going to find it real quick. And of course I'm not, here it is. This is the part I should have put on. This is a Carter bit. It's a stabilizer called a Carter stabilizer. If I would have put that on, okay, it would allow me to turn on a dime. Quite frankly, I forgot about it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to continue this cut. I can't emphasize it enough that you want to feel safe in these operations. Always let your bandsaw stop the blade. If I did something like this, I know if I did something like this every day, this would be nothing but a thing. But because now this becomes my waste piece. Whee! All right, let's cut this one out. This will go a lot faster, trust me. Now, what you can do with this leftover piece is you can make boxes within the boxes within the box, or drawers. I've done those before. Thank you. They sell the nested trays, I call them. I can't keep them on the shelf at my woodworking shows. All right, let's put this together for you. Then we'll call it a day on this specific episode. And then we get to sand, 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 sand. And after we're done sanding, we'll sand some more. If you know anything about bandsaw boxes, that's a part of the deal. All right, so let's push that up. Push this in like this. And there we go, there's our drawer. Pretty cool, eh? Let's see if you can see what I'm saying. Yes, there we go. So that's the drawer. Putting them back together can be a little bit tricky. Might be a good idea to mark them out. Of course, you could see here the grain. That really helped me out to see the grain there. All right. I think that's that. I think. Nope. Flip it around maybe. But I think you get the idea. I think that might be it there. And let's see if we can slide them in here. There we go. All right. There you have it, my friends. Take you off the mount. Sorry for the shaking and so on and so forth. All right. All right, here we go. Isn't that beautiful? And this here is the back side. If I turn it around, I just love how the bark ended up on the top of the head. That was not planned, by the way. And this here is the top part of the dragon here. All right, and this is going to go back here. Now I have a lot of glue up here, and I have a lot of sanding. Next time you see this dragon, he is going to look even better. We got to soften all the edges and use our imagination here. I have to be very careful not to over sand. All right, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, appreciate that, and then subscribe to our channel. We want to I want to give you heads up that we're going to be starting a membership program that's being offered to me now. So that doesn't mean you're going to miss out. Those who don't click the button for membership doesn't mean you're going to miss out on the usual things that I'm doing like this. I may just put complete series, next level things into the membership because actually my subscribers are asking me for this type of thing. We're also going to do Woodworking 101, so that'll be an offering as well. So we want to try to keep it simple and keep it flowing. Okay, we'll say our usual goodbyes. Shalom alecha, goodbye in Hebrew. Masalami, Arabic. Totzens, Afrikaans. Tzichin, Mandarin. Take care. Let's stay safe in the shop.